Let's take a look at the impact of technology on grammar. So, Socrates was famously opposed to a new trend in his day, the written word. It's true, Socrates was so afraid of when we took spoken words and put them into written form that it was going to do things to us as people. He was afraid that what we thought we knew, we wouldn't really know because we were able to write words down and write ideas down as opposed to carrying them in our brains. And so we would almost convince ourselves that we're a lot smarter than we really are because we read it somewhere, but we really didn't understand it or learn it or actually let it really own it in the sense. So he was really afraid, really, really afraid of when we change from speaking into writing. So let's take a look at then how we communicate today to see if Socrates was anywhere right. So, fun little text message. Are you cool if I postpone my date night until tomorrow? Guys want to go golfing. Fine. You sure? That's fine. It's interesting the way we communicate with technology and all the things we can do. Writing the word fine with a period at the end is a little bit more aggressive than just simply writing sure. Writing that's fine in two separate words with periods after each one is a definite sure that this guy shouldn't postpone date night and go golfing with the guys. This is how we use technology, or how technology has actually impacted our grammar. So technology continues to be actually one of the most impactful influencers on the development and changing uses of the written word and its punctuation. It's fascinating to me. So if you write, "My roommate is driving me crazy," I'm sorry. You'll notice here when it says "I'm sorry," the lowercase I, but we still understand what it means. And so is the uppercase I going to fade away just like the word wherefore? Would we really be so upset if we got rid of like the strict rules of capitalization? I don't know. We're still conveying the same meaning. So technology is kind of questioning that. And aren't we also fine with writing in fragments and run ons? And after all, isn't that just what the hashtag is? So when we put a little hashtag in at the end of some kind of text or even at the end of a tweet, really it's oftentimes it's a fragment. It could be even a run on, but we still convey a meaning. And so, therefore, if I hashtag smite autocorrect after writing curses autocorrect, it's smite, not smoke. So frustrated with this stupid phone. Well, that little hashtag at the end is not really a sentence, but it conveys a thought. So therefore, do we really have to be restricted by fragments and run-ons and the strict rules of grammar? Technology kind of challenges that. We even have begun to communicate without written words. I got a nine, first nine on an essay for advanced grammar. Is nine good? It's perfect. And then we throw in this emoji. The picture already captures what words could also capture, but maybe even more. And so, therefore, we're communicating without written words using technology, which I think is actually crafty, but even craftier than the emoji. And mind you, there are right now over 3,300 emojis. That's a lot of emojis. But even more crafty than I think than the emoji is when we actually go back and use basic punctuation marks to speak for us. What if I wrote, "Bring home a surprise for dinner"? Four question marks. Sushi okay? Three exclamation marks, without ever saying a word or falling into the trap or using an emoji, using basic punctuation marks. This isn't just simply a question mark. These are four question marks. This is excitement. If sushi okay, three exclamation points. Absolutely, we're pumped. This is great. So the thing is, we've changed the way we communicate. And yes, there are 3,300 emojis, and some of them are really stupid. Like, for some reason, we have poop emojis. I don't know why we have that. So maybe Socrates is right. Maybe you think about like all the technology that we have in our hands, and we oftentimes use it for silly things. Maybe we're not really as smart as we think we are. We think we're smart, but really all that we're doing with our technology is dumbing down the language with run-ons and fragments and poop emojis. But maybe Socrates was incorrect. Maybe we're being inventive with the language. We're challenging the rules. We're finding new ways to communicate. The very thing that Socrates was also famous for, besides being afraid of the written word, Socrates was also famous for asking us to question everything. Why? Why not? Bend the rules, break the rules, challenge the rules. And isn't technology really asking us to sort of challenge the traditional rules that we've always learned as grammar? So let's look a little closer at some of the new ways we're communicating. We're going to take a look at a worksheet on technology and grammar and look at the different ways that technology has impacted grammar.